Gonna give everybody a second. Give everybody a moment. Hey, my loves. Hi, everybody. What's good, gang, gang? I'm back. So I'm about to do the elements, okay? Also, just a quick reminder, I did a short live on TikTok this morning while sitting in my car because I had no electric in the house. It seems like my town went down for a little bit. Once that finishes processing, I'm going to put that over on YouTube so you guys can see that. I feel like there was a lot of good information there. Okay. What is this? There we go. What's good? C. Wilson. What's good? Copenhagen. If you are under 18, please remove yourself. Okay. This is adult conversation only. Okay. So we're going to talk about some things, okay? I'm going to do What's Good Project Execute. What's good, everybody? I am going to do the elements, okay? But I want to talk about a couple things. I received what I believe, because I didn't order anything, is some gifts, guys, for my birthday and channel anniversary. I'm going to wait until the 1st, which is my 4-year anniversary. That'll be Wednesday, and we will do that live. I will open the gifts with you guys, okay? But I feel like I want to do that on the actual anniversary. So I'm going to behave, and I'm not going to peek, and we're going to open them together, okay? So, yeah, looking forward to that. All right, so today, and what I had spoken about in the live, I'm going to, quickly recap because it's going to have something to do with our discussion today. So today, Venus entered Taurus, which is its domicile. Tomorrow, Mars enters Aries, which is its domicile. The end of this week, Pluto retrograde begins. And that's going to go all the way to October 11th, which is the next Venus season. Why is this important? Couple different things. This is the last go around. Right now it's in Aquarius, but it's going to go backwards into the 29th degree of Capricorn. Okay, which is going to be at its detriment, okay, an anaretic degree, right? And this is going to bring the hostility to like a heightened point, okay? But the reason why that's happening is because, we're breaking down systems once and for all. So understand that from now all the way to October 11th, we're going to have the trials going on, right? You're going to see unrest as we're seeing now on campuses, right? Where the community is at the breaking point. And we're saying we're no longer tolerating particular things. I feel like the most aggressive voices are going to be coming from male or female, but masculine frequency, like wanting to uphold the patriarchy in a way that prevents the community as a whole moving forward, right? And that's going to happen. And once the October 11th comes, then we're really stepping into the age of Aquarius on firm ground. And with Taurus also having Uranus there, which is forcing change through chaos. Look around, guys. Okay? So a lot of what you're seeing is the gasping breaths of systems that are trying to maintain positions of power by force. What's good, Maritza? By force. Okay? And why do I think that the Venus which, Venus entered Taurus today, and then, when the Pluto retrograde ends, it'll be also Libra season. So 6 months straight through, right? Because the Alpha and the Omega. Because you start with love and you end with love. And anything that's contrary to that is going to be exposed. And that's what it is. And some people are going to not like it because they're masking their message. There's a difference between knowledge and intelligence. Anyone can memorize things in a book. Okay? But when they have this knowledge, how do they use it? Do they use it for the highest good? Do they use it to the detriment to hold others back? Because this is no longer going to be supported. It's a love thing. You got it, baby. And there's going to be some, they're going to either have a come to Jesus moment where they got to look about how they really been looking at shit or not. Okay? This whole, and you see it in so many ways. And I said this in the other live that I'm going to post, and I'm going to say it here real quick because I don't want to do too much of repeating of the message, right? But there are many deities that are androgynous. The audacity of humankind to try to impose on any other individual what they should classify themselves as, or what they should see as their own reality. What's good, Leah Lou? You understand? Because basically, if there's a deity that has androgyny and can see both the male and female perspective within, who are we to go against that? Okay, so I feel like in all sense of the word, okay, when it comes to racism, when it comes to, the LGBTQ community, when it comes to feminines, whether that's straight or otherwise, right? When it comes to xenophobia, all of this shit, it's time. Okay? Now, Spirit also wants me to say, if you recognize that you have the ability to manifest the life you want, then that also means that you have manifested the life you're living in. So what are we going to do to change it? All right, so let's take a look. Spirit, can you show me what's the general energy for the collective before we get into the elements, please? What's the general energy for the collective? Can you show me, Spirit? Hi, Shannon. We have capacity to love. Didn't I say teach me how to love? Didn't I say that it was going to go from Venus to Venus, from Taurus to Libra? The Alpha and the Omega and the harmony, and those of us, male or female, that are open to true equality. Not masked by telling people not to say their opinion. If you are firm in who you are, then what somebody else identifies as would not ruffle your feathers. Let's keep it a buck. Okay? Let's keep it a buck. Okay, everybody out here be Judge Judy, right? Want to tell people what they should be doing in their bedrooms, how they should be, showing their femininity or their masculinity, right? Keep your eyes on your own fucking paper. Okay, generosity. Okay, generosity and spiritual practice. This came out earlier in the live that I did before too. You cannot be spiritual and then turn around and say, demonize a section of humanity, whether it be male or female, whether it be gay or straight, whether it be like, if you're like anti-immigrant, but you're quoting the Bible, like, that's straight bullshit. And I'm saying it. I don't care who don't like it. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. What you need is some fucking understanding. What I need from you is understanding. Okay? And it's not going to be tolerated. And the Divine Mother came through like 2 years ago with that Georgia Stone explosion. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Okay? There's a, the fuse was lit. Okay? Yes, just don't be a dick. Yes! I mean, is it really that complicated? Is it really that complicated? You cannot say I'm spiritual, but I want to regulate, how somebody else expresses their humanity. Because that's full of shit. All right, drop your elements, guys. Let's see who's in the house. I just want you guys to be aware. I see fire and I see water. I see fire. I see earth. Okay, that there is a shift in the energy. Fire, fire. Air, fire, fire. Earth, earth, earth. Fire, air, fire, fire, fire. Earth, air. Earth, air, earth. Fire, fire, fire. Fire, fire. Listen, fire got it. They're like, the roof is on fire. All right, so it is fire first. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, pull up. Okay, let's get you guys a deck. Spirit, can you show me for my fire signs? Oh, bums. Can you show me what's going on for my fire signs, Spirit? Can you show me? Fire is always first because their energy is so fast. That's right. Okay, you got portal of light. She glides on wings through time and space. Right. And it came out slightly crossed. And it's giving me very maternal energy. Sabrina says I'm an Aries and my significant other and daughter are Leo. So it's a lot of fire in your house. So it's giving me a maternal frequency that is saying basically, I want you to come to your senses on your own. I want you to choose love on your own. But if you refuse to choose love on your own, I have to regulate. And that is the frequency of the mother, right? The mother sometimes has to punish her children. This card was also turned over in the deck. Sometimes she has to punish her children. It's not that she takes glee in punishing the children, right? So you got pyramid of light, step your vibration deeper into love. Listen, I'm going to show you. You think it's an accident? Y'all know that Spirit be confirming my messages. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Hi, my love. Truths unveiled, the revelation of Isis, right? Or the revelation of the Divine Mother, right? Knot of Isis, energetic stabilization with the buckle of beloved. That looks like fire right there. Okay, that looks like fire right there. You can feel it. It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie, right? but it's encouraging through the fire to the right. You got all these campus. This is the Isis Oracle deck. You got all these campuses filled with young people protesting what they see as an injustice. And as far as I'm concerned, it is absolutely an injustice. Okay? Right? And this has happened before. This happened, in the 50s, and 60s, in the 60s more so, right? With the Vietnam situation, right? So, and you also had the civil rights movement happening at the same time. And we're having another crescendo. Okay? And it may not bring all the change that we desire, but I promise you that it's going to not resemble anything like. So right now, Spirit is saying to you, fire signs, what is it that you want to see manifest in this next 6 months for you? Because as above, so below. So what are you going to do with the Pluto retrograde, right? And that alpha and omega from love to love, right? What are you going to do with that space and time and continuum, Spirit said? Because whatever you put in motion right now is lasting. Is lasting, Spirit saying, because we're kicking off a 14-year cycle with Jupiter and a 19-year cycle with Pluto. So these are long-term concepts that are being shifted. And even with the Uranus, we still have like another 3 years of that being in Taurus. So what are you shifting to bring what it is that you want to bring into your reality? All right. So I'm going to get you guys an angel number, and then I'm going to get you guys some tarot. Spirit, can you show me an angel number for my fire signs, please? Angel number for fire. Angel number for fire. You have 0505. And it came out cross. There's going to be people who are going to want to push against the change you're trying to make, okay? Unexpected shift. Divine intervention, sudden challenges, love, pleasant surprises, and a gut feeling. Yay, this number serves as a gentle nudge to pursue whatever interest you most desire. It's possible that something could rock your boat, but you'll end up exactly where you belong, which could be in somebody's arms, your dream job, or abroad, etc. Right? So, like I said, and a lot of this shit is happening in Aries. Okay, for my fire signs, right? So what Spirit is saying, 12:12 on the clock, what Spirit is saying is that the energy or the frequency that you maintain in this period, alpha and omega, so especially how you're maintaining your frequency this week is going to determine how you're moving forward over the next 6 months. And this is the groundwork that you're laying, guys. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you have 0707, compromise, right? Self-awareness, forgiveness, professionalism, empathy, tenacity, and freedom. Let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions and aim towards a compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, it's best to just move on. The truth will set you free, right? Because there, as you already see in our collective, we see there's an air of like aggressiveness from the counter, right? From the counter energy, from the pushback, right? So these kids pull out tents at colleges and they're getting beat, right? That's a form of protest right? And we're allowed free speech. So what's the problem? They're not hurting anyone. Okay? Yes, please do like the live, guys, and equal out the likes. But my point is, fire, try to do it with more of a balanced frequency. Okay? Hi, honey. Try to do it with a more of a balanced frequency. We don't have to go heavy-handed or blow, burn everything down. You get what I'm saying? And allow people, oh, you like it? Well, I love that for you. Okay? You don't have to partake in that. Now, if it's people around you that are partaking in bigotry and other kinds of things, and you don't align with that, my personal motto is, it's not for me to try to change their perspective, but I also don't break bread with them. I also don't try to hold space for them, because then I'm aligning my frequency to something that I find in counter to what we as a collective are now trying to achieve. Do you understand? Right? So there's that. Let's get you guys some tarot. Spirit, can you show me, please, what is it that my fire signs, hey Johnny, that my fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, need to know right now for this Pluto retrograde, this Venus and Mars being in their domicile signs? Can you show me what is it that they need to know? Listen, fire signs, your independence or your sovereignty, Nine of Pentacles, is causing fear. Okay, because remember, as above, so below. So as you see, like the systems that have been in control breaking down, this is also happening in our internal lives, right? And the stronger you become, the more autonomous you become, the more that could threaten somebody else's position. As well, also getting that you may be stepping into a new season of autonomy, but there could be something scary about it because you're doing it in a different way, okay? And I'm hearing someday, but it's not with a person. It's like with your higher self. It's like a journey that you started, okay? And then you got the Six of Pentacles, all right, about will the road meet you, right? So it's the fear, and then the Six of Pentacles, like if I put my all into this, will it meet me to where I'm trying to get, okay? Will it meet me to where I'm trying to get? Is it in alignment? High Priestess, right? It's very much a spiritual journey within. Can you guys share the live? Because they keep trying to block how many people can see it, okay? I feel like there's some people in here who don't like what we're talking about. Thank you, guys. Eight of Cups, right? And it's because, there's a way of thinking that's being left behind, okay? And King of Swords, right? We need to maneuver logically. Thank you guys for all the shares, all the love. I greatly appreciate you. We need to maneuver logically. Okay? And we need to understand what are the systems and why the systems are feeling so threatened. Okay? So let's get a deck to clarify these. Okay? And in this this time you may see like, okay, I'm ready for my journey. I'm changing the way I eat, the way I look at shit, right? And then you might see a little piece in you that is still archaic, where you have to be like, you know what? That's some bullshit. I need to look at that. Maybe that's in my mother wound or in my daddy wound, or my inner child. Let me go ahead and investigate that so that I can move on and be free. Nine of Pentacles, from the fear, the devil, right? From the binding to old systems and old ways of life that do not resonate, because our body doesn't want to hold the frequency for that. And I'm going to say something, this shit going to be unpopular. But Spirit just said, from a Reiki perspective, a lot of the people that are like holding on, they got their jaw clenched to it, right? They're holding on to it so tight. Some of them might not come into the new timeline, young or old. Okay, because it's like their vessel won't allow them. Okay? Nine of Pentacles, Spirit. With the Ace of Pentacles makes the Ten of Pentacles, right? And those that are embracing the seed of this new way of thinking, of this new way of manifesting your reality, of like looking at what you want to build for yourself, what you value, what's important to you, fire signs, right? There goes Spirit. Remember I said you had the Six of Pentacles here talking about, will Spirit meet me? Six of Pentacles, they're going to meet you where you are, right? The Devil's here. Spirit, why's the Devil here? I feel like this is the fear that we have to overcome. This is the toxicity. This is fear of systems that don't want us to disconnect, because in reality, we are the ones, we are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving, right? So in other words, we uphold the frequency, and without us, they can't. The Devil with the Knight of Pentacles, stalled like a motherfucker. Because the whole concept was for you to not know your power. Okay? So then it'll be like playing it along, like, oh yeah, things aren't working, but they'll get back to normal. No, they're not. They're not. Okay? You see all that money? I'm going to show both cameras. You see all that money at the feet? Right? They're going to be losing money while losing that religion. While, what are you, some of these people that will tell you that they're religious, or that these are, core beliefs, but they're so anti-humanity. They're not that. They're just capitalistic ways of sucking people dry and getting them to work as many hours, right? Maybe a lot of you fire signs are finding ways to work smarter and not harder. Okay? Six of Pentacles. Spirit, what's this about, please? Six of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. The more you step into your truth, the more Spirit, the universe, beloved, whatever you want to name it as, is meeting you where you are. High Priestess is the next card. At the bottom of the deck is the Four of Pentacles. So we're only holding back. It's like the universe only holds back as much as we hold back. Right? So you could be like, chanting mantras and doing all of this every day, and, pouring out water to your ancestors. But if you're still on some racism, anti-LGBTQ, just like, you think that's positive for your frequency? You think you're magnetizing good things? Really? Or are you just parroting things that you feel will put you in alignment? But really, I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Better get right. High Priestess, Spirit, why? with the Queen of Cups crossed, right? I'm going to say something to the feminines. And when I say feminines, you could be, a masculine and feminine frequency. So we're talking about energy. We're not talking about your actual sex. Okay? The High Priestess has to unlearn some things. Okay? The Queen of Cups comes out here crossed. Queen of Cups represents the mother, but it also, when it's crossed, is like when you are insecure about standing in your truth. And we've been silent so long because we were being ridiculed for our spirituality. Like, that shit is over with. Okay? High Priestess with the Queen of Cups crossed, right? Like, there's a need to break the silence. Okay? Knight of Wands. Okay? At the bottom of the deck with the Empress. Let me tell you. What? Oh, wow, Spirit. Okay, so like I said, we're talking about masculine and feminine frequency. We're not talking about actual sex terms, okay? And we have a whole thing right now on TikTok that was going about, what would you prefer to be in the woods with, like the bear or the masculine, the man, right? And so many women were saying the bear, and there's been a lot of controversy on that. But I want to show you something. Here's the Empress. And do you see the gorilla? Right? This is like trying to put, I'm a genie in the bottle. You got to rub me the right way. Trying to put the Empress back in the bottle. Okay? With like fear tactics. And when I say the feminine, I don't just mean women. I'm saying things that are emotionally in frequency, right? Because the feminine part rules the emotions, right? That no longer is going to fucking work. Okay? It's not going to work. Okay? You cannot check the divine mother. Okay? No, this is for fire right now. Okay? 8 of Cups with the 9 of Cups crossed. Okay? So we're going to have to walk away, fire signs, from some situations. Like, you're going to state your opinion with love. Right? Hey, Fa. Right? We're going to state our opinions with love. Right? But we're not holding space for things that don't make us feel, that make us feel unloved, or that aren't for the highest good of the frequency, or that don't align with our higher selves. 10 of Swords. Because then it's just like I said when I first came on, right? If you recognize that you have the power to manifest the life you want, then you also recognize that you have manifested the life you have. And so if you continue to align yourself with people that you know, or situations that you know are no longer holding the frequency of love, then you bring the 10 of Swords to you. Fire signs. Right? King of Wands. And you see how he's running through the fire? Right? And the Ace of Cups. He should be running towards love. Right? 3 of Swords. Okay? There's this thing of like not recognizing, for some individuals, male or female, because we're talking about a frequency of masculinity, doesn't mean that you're an actual man. Right? Anything that's upholding toxic societal things against the collective is going to be met with heartbreak. Okay? And I feel like rather than my fire signs aggressively engaging in these situations, what we need to be doing is responding in the frequency of the Empress, Venus in Taurus, as of today. And I told you that the Pluto retrograde ends again in Libra season, another Venus-oriented season. So the Alpha and Omega, the answer to this situation, what's good, Billy, is love. Okay, I'm going to get you guys one more card, and we're going to see. Spirit, can you show me for my fire signs, what else do they need to know as a closing message? Do you want this one or you want the postcards? Oh, this one? Okay. Hi, Muñeca. Spirit, can you show me? We're on fire, my love. Community and main female. And wasn't that what I was talking about? All right, that what's best for the community, okay? When we're residing in our feminine frequency. Okay, I didn't say man or woman. I said feminine frequency, which controls the emotions. We have to see past the vessel. Okay? And you see the old systems are very concerned because there is an awakening and it cannot be stopped. Okay? Mature man, okay? And I said that there are some systems that are going to fall away. They just are. All right? And right now we're supposed look, and what I didn't notice is that a card stayed on the table called courtship. There are some relationships that are going to be strengthened by this. Okay? Because there's going to be an acknowledgement that love is the answer. Okay? And I feel like those that oppose that message are going to fight that futilely. They're going to fight that futilely because you can't, you know what beats hate all day? Fear all day? Love. It just is. Okay, so drop your elements, guys. Let's see who's going to be up next. Spirit is telling my fire signs not to burn shit down, to state it with love and then keep it pushing. I see earth. I see earth. I see earth. I see air, earth, earth, water, water, air, air, earth, air, air, water, air, air. Air, air, earth, earth, air, earth, air, earth, earth, air, earth, air, air, earth, air. Right now it's between earth and air. Air, earth, 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 air, earth, water. All right, it looks like Earth got this one. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Pull up. Let's see what this Venus in Taurus and Mars in Aries as of tomorrow, and then Pluto retrograde later this week. Let's see what is coming for you guys. Spirit, can you show me for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Can you show me, please? Now I'm hearing all you need is love. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Intuition, spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. Relationships that are committed right now are going to be tested, Earth signs. Okay? I'm also hearing the last shall be first and the first shall be last. So also, again, the balance of the masculine and feminine frequency. Right? Divine destiny, divine destiny, path of the divine warrior, and it's a feminine on that card. Break for love. Break for love. Okay, so first off, what does the feminine warrior fight for? Love, justice. Wings of Isis, uniting with the angelic self and the higher frequency of love, the alpha and the omega, agape love, right? Knot of Isis, energetic stabilization with the buckle of the beloved. And I feel like there's something that needs to be firmed up. I feel like that's why it's starting in Venus season, in the house of Taurus. It could have started, thank you for the sharing the live. It could have started in Libra season, right? But it's starting in Taurus season where we plant seeds. And the protests are underway. So what I'm hearing, right? It's like the masculine and feminine, okay? Again, I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not talking about man and woman. I'm talking about the frequencies, right? The feminine holds the emotion, right? So as this conversation is taking place in many different subject matters, right? Emotion, the love frequency wants to be heard. Okay, it is what she's willing to fight for. The relationships that are existing are going to very much be tested in the equality of the union. Now, things don't necessarily, and that's one of the mistakes that I always say as a person who, did the whole marriage till death do you part and all of that. I'm in a 17-year relationship right now. 50-50 is not what people think. 50-50 is you do what you excel in and the other person does what they excel in, and the two of you make a whole. Right? So there's going to be a figuring out, come to Jesus type moment in these relationships as to break up to make up. That's all we do, right? To figure out what's happening. Are both sides, feminine and masculine, listening? And I feel like you can see that in the collective by looking at the campuses, the college campuses and things like that, right? Okay, at the bottom of the deck, Wings of Isis, right? Uniting with the angelic self. And what is for the higher frequency? Not only, remember, we got Pluto in the Aquarius in the 11th house, right? Which is, networking, the collective, right? You see what I'm saying? And it feels like the feminine energy is willing to fight for what's important. And what's important? The love frequency. And that's why it's starting in the earth sign, Taurus. We're going to get you guys an angel number and how you plant that seed, earth signs, because as above, so below. So what are you guys doing with that frequency? Let's check it out. Spirit, can you show me what is it that Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn need to know for this, let's say, next 6 months? Spirit, can you show me? Zero, 2, 2, 0. Act on your idea. Realistic and practical approach goals, divine timing, ambition, cooperation, discipline. You have the benefit of a good fortune. And if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. In this place, you can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what you plant will grow. What did I say? You're about to experience a spectacular ascent. So the love frequency is going to be heightened. And the anti to that is going to be heightened as well. 999, get in line. I've listened, there's a whole story to that. But anyway, release, balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes around comes back around. Okay, what goes around comes back around again, right? Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you are experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? So basically, Pluto is going to go into Capricorn to the 29th degree. It's going to stay there for the retrograde, and then it will move forward. This is the last gasp of the anti-energy, so that towards the end of this year and 2025, the rebuild begins towards a new, what the collective views as change. Now, what you align yourself with, the seeds that you plant right now, earth signs, you got to determine, what do you want to see grow? Do you want to see positive frequency, or are you growing resentment? Okay, it's about where you turn your gaze to. And there are going to be people, places, and things that are going to try to get you to help them with your energy. Remember that, the earth signs is very grounding. They would like to harness your energy to help them grow against what the collective is trying to achieve. And this, you're going to see this in your personal life. Okay, because if it's you and it's me, right? So this means that if you're seeing it in the news on a grand scale, you also see it in your private life. That's what Spirit is trying to say. Okay, so let's get started. Spirit, can you show me, please? What will this Pluto retrograde and Five of Pentacles, right? You could have been suffering through some financial difficulties, earth signs. You have the Strength card and the Chariot. You could have felt stuck. They both came out crossed, right? There's something under the Five of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Okay, and that could be like daddy wounds, but it also can be like somebody emotionally opening up or holding back. Seven of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Spirit, you want to give me one more? King of Pentacles, the World, and the Moon. Two of Pentacles. Right now, you're at a crossroads, earth signs, where you get to choose. Remember when I said in the beginning that you get to, if you recognize that you can manifest the life you want, then you must also recognize that you are, you manifested the life you have, right? So what are you going to, if your earth signs, you know you have the power to grow things. What are you going to put that frequency to? All right, let's get a deck to clarify these. Okay. Five of Pentacles, Spirit. You might have felt in the last few months like you were, pushing against a barrier that just won't come down. Okay, using the Taurus bull analogy, just running into that brick wall, right? Spirit, why is the Five of Pentacles here for my earth signs? Can you show me, please? Why is the Five of Pentacles here for earth? With the King of Swords in reverse. Oh, wow. Remember, we're not talking about man and woman. We're talking about masculine and feminine frequencies. It's two separate things, okay? I want to preface that, okay? Now you have here the Five of Pentacles being left out, right? And what's feeling left out? The King of Swords in reverse. Okay, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be. When you see the King of Swords in reverse, that's a narcissist. Okay, that's somebody who uses their intellect in the worst of ways. Okay, and it can be that events right now are and movements are causing a toxic frequency. Okay, but really it feels like this King of Swords in reverse may be this King of Cups, going through some hard times to deal with their emotional sides. Okay, and it comes out to the Nine of Pentacles cross, this King of Cups. Gonna say something. So let's say, and I said that relationships were going to be tested right now of all sorts. Let's say you're in a relationship. Let's say that you're embracing, male or female, because remember, we're not talking about sex, we're talking about mindsets and frequencies, right? And you are embracing your spiritual side, right? And other people around you could be in a masculine frequency that feel very threatened by this new energy that you're displaying, or maybe it's not new. Maybe you're shoring up and becoming more confident and stepping out on that frequency of love, break for love, right? And it makes, and the reason why they're acting in a narcissistic way is because it challenges them and it makes them feel afraid that they can't do something on their own. The independent card, Nine of Pentacles, right? So emotionally speaking, they may be trying to suppress feminine frequency. I didn't say women, feminine frequency, emotional frequency, because it makes them feel vulnerable. Okay, here goes the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck too. But imagine if the King of Cups was to share that emotion in a positive way. He has a whole circle of people around him. What if he shared that in a positive message instead of feeling threatened by it? You understand? So you have the Strength card coming out here across. Spirit, why is this Strength card here? Can you show me, please? Strength card is coming out with the Six of Cups. There is a resistance to childlike frequency. When you were children, you didn't know male and female roles, right? There's a thing about coming to stasis inside of yourself. The innocence, right? There could be relationships. Now that the the Mercury retrograde ended, there could be relationships or people coming back into your life with realizations about their skewed views. Strength card is again here, right? Spirit, can you show me why is this Chariot here crossed for my earth signs, please? Why is the Chariot here crossed for the earth signs? And it comes out with the Hierophant, right? There could have been limitations on what real commitment looked like. Also, the Hierophant can be a judge or like structures, right? So let's say like, governments, you know what I'm saying? And Chariot cross, not being able to get past certain things, right? Eight of Cups, right? Having to walk away from certain things, right? Six of Wands. I feel like the people are going to get a victory. Okay? But I feel like you have to, as earth signs, for you, it's like, what you guys can be very much the foundation on which things are built. So you have to decide what you're upholding, like the pillars, earth sign. What are you upholding right now in your reality? And is it for the highest good of yourself and the collective? And that is the question for my earth signs, okay? You got the King of Pentacles coming out here in the upright, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That is you guys' energy in the masculine frequency, whether you're feminine, whether you're a man or a woman. Page of Cups. Okay, there's something here about something softer, right? And the Magician coming out crossed. I feel like we're it's like becoming conscious of your power, magician, and how you don't want to use it. Okay, with it coming out crossed here, it's like, yes, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I know I can build right? With the page of cups, I can water something, but do I really want to water, the magician cross, which is like, it's like earth signs, you guys are checking in with where the root of the seed you're planting is, and where does that come from? Is it coming from your higher self? Is it coming from fear? Is it coming from your feminine self? Is it coming from the masculine self? Do you understand? Okay, you got the world out here. Spirit, why is the world here? The world is coming out with the 6 of Wands. Okay, so this is like victory for the collective. No, you didn't miss water yet. Victory for the collective with the 8 of Cups, right? Forcing, I mean, if you look at it, this masculine that I said was the King of Swords in reverse. I'm going to show both of you, okay? Kind of looks like this masculine walking away, right? So they got to give up on their plan. You see what I'm saying? They got to give up on their plan. All right. The main event. Okay. You see there's a lot of feminine energy in these cards. What's good is the little things, right? So it's basically saying there's going to be an event that's going to force people to pick sides. Earth signs. You have something to do with that. It could actually happen in Taurus season and proceeds all the way to Venus season. And I'm very curious if these protests, because I can't remember, did they start as of Earth Day? Because that would make so much sense. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones that make a brighter day. So let's start there. The moon, right? What's good? Be so savage, right? The moon, right? And look at the feminine getting, this is for Earth. Okay, so look at the feminine here, right? Resting, finally, able to sleep, right? You have here, what's good, ethereal? All right, you have the Queen of Wands here, magnetic, right? Listen, feminines, if you're a woman or a man, but you are in touch with your feminine spiritual side, them rituals, baby, on them full moons, keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming. We are magnetizing the collective, and we're serving as tuning forks, because there's not enough peace and harmony right now. Okay? And now the Empress, Taurus, and Libra seasons, right? It's coming in to put the work. 8 of Pentacles, okay? It's time to leave some things out in the cold. And I feel like earth signs, you may not recognize that what you're doing in your own personal life is putting an anchor for the collective. That's big. Okay, some use, you had the 999, right? There's going to be relationships that you're going to be saying au revoir, my love. Okay? Others are going to say, I see your perspective now, and I want to strengthen this. I want to explore more of our emotional connection. And those relationships will go to new heights. Right? High Priestess, because so many are being awakened. It's not just you, babes. Okay, so I'm gonna get you guys one more card before we go. Spirit, just know, the fire signs were being told not to just burn shit down and to do it in the light of love. You're being told to uphold, to plant the seed, to hold the energy and the frequency, to bring it into reality, which is what the Empress does. She births things that are just in the ethers into reality. Okay, so that's you guys' job right now for the next 6 months. Spirit, can you show me one final closing card for my earth signs, please? Thank you for the rose, my love. Spirit, can you show me? Concern. More. Last shuffle. That's the only one they wanted to give you with the official person. Okay, so somebody loves you, baby. No, somebody loves you, baby. Right? So I feel like somebody, earth signs, sees the change. They know you're the official person. Okay. I also feel like this person wants to change something so that they can be in alignment in the same frequency with you, right? For the high honor. Okay. And you may have had some expectations. Okay. You've been trying to manifest something, but it's about to come into fruition with great fortune and distant horizons. I feel like this happens. If you're doing it right, you're upholding a frequency from now to October. And then when October comes, you're going to see the fruit of that labor. Okay. That's what I have for my earth signs. Okay. I feel like in some way you guys are bringing this energy into fruition. Okay. By grounding it in reality. Okay. And I feel like my fire signs are trying to kind of mirror love without having to burn things down. They're trying to be more humanitarian, okay? But there's going to be some things that have to be burnt away for the collective, right? You're welcome. Okay, so let's see. We have air and water left. Drop your element. If you missed fire or earth, please do go over to YouTube where you can rewind. I see water. I see air. I see air. I see air, air, water, air, air, air. Listen, air, air. All right. Air got the quick fingers today. Air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Pull up. Let's see what's going on with my air signs. Earth was deep, right? And if you just came in, you also want to go over and listen to the general energy when it first started. Why is my camera dimming? Okay, they have this thing now with you have to like authenticate your live. And it happens right around the hour mark. Okay. But you got the healing divine masculine crossed. Okay. And it says Osiris rises. And I have made it a point through the whole live to keep emphasizing. I'm not talking about man and woman. I'm talking about masculine frequency and feminine frequency, which is very different. Okay, I feel like masculine frequency, whether it is in the a male or female vessel, is under reconstruction, and what it will mean to hold that space or how, right? And that's not for me as someone who predominantly operates in her feminine frequency to dictate to them, right? But I will say that there seems to be some resistance to the healing, right? And then you have here Temple of Carnelian entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. Okay. She's another feminine goddess, deity that is a warrior and will fight for the greater good of the collective. At the bottom of the deck, ancient power mysteries. Hear the rattle of Isis playing. For those of you who are not familiar, Isis wasn't just one person, even though she was one deity, right? But all that worshipped her and became priestesses were also referred to as Isises. Look it up. Right? They were considered, I think it was called the Wives of Ra, and it was like a religious sect per se, or spiritual sect. Right? There's got to be a balance. Okay, hear the rattle of Isis playing, okay? That's the frequency that's being emitted. Pyramid of light, step your vibration deeper into love. And she comes in her warrior form, but for the frequency of love. Right? And there are some feminines that right now, you know, I just heard, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? I got something to tell y'all females. If you feel that way, you might be leaning more in your masculine, and you might want to look at that. Because there's more than one form of love. Right? All you need is love. And it doesn't mean that you need masculine love. Maybe that's not the season you're in. Maybe you already had that. Okay? Maybe right now you need, you know, the sisterhood, right? The sisterhood of the traveling pants, or, you know, a pet or whatever, right? But we're magnifying our love frequency. We have explained our position endlessly. It's not about explaining anymore. It's about laying it out there, being your authentic self, and then whatever doesn't resonate, I think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO. And it will get its ass kicked because, like I said, Sekhmet, right? The alpha and the omega is love. The alpha and the omega is love. We all can agree on that. So if you agree on that the alpha and omega is love, and that beats all things, that's the feminine frequency, my love. Ain't no other way to look at it. And anybody who's uncomfortable with that is problematic. Now, we don't have to be in their face like, oh, you know, because it's not about that, right? Everybody got to have their own realization. And if, you know, I saw the signs. I saw the signs. I don't even know what that song is about, but that's what Spirit just said, right? Strength and the Fool. I'm going to get you guys an angel card too. Hold on, guys. With the Eight of Wands, this is like being strong enough to start over, okay? And I could be speaking to some individuals that are in their masculine frequency. I didn't say man or woman, okay, who could be in their masculine frequency that have had a come to Jesus moment, that want to open themselves up to a more feminine emotional state, okay, for the Eight of Wands to open up the communication. Right? Because don't throw it all away, because I don't want to be the one who's gonna have to make you stay. And I don't want to be the one to change your mind one more time. Please stay. Knight of Wands, some poor choices, right? And, on this deck, the Knight of Wands is like a childish, rambunctious young man who makes poor choices. And, don't ride on that bike like that. You're going to poke your eye out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right? Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, right? And feeling like I don't need to be told, right? And the Page of Cups, right? But we're just trying to pour some love. We're just trying to pour some love, right? Six of Swords, so we can get to a calmer place between the masculine and the feminine, right? And the Nine of Pentacles, but also allowing autonomy. And that's the problem, right? Page of Swords, cut it out, right? We don't want that, right? Page of Pentacles, but the seed is planted. It's too late, right? It's too late, baby. Now it's too late. Let me get you guys an angel number before I clarify these real quick. Okay, Spirit, can you show me what angel number do you have for my air signs, please, before we continue? What angel number do you have for my air signs? What angel number do you have for my air signs, please? 777. Libra is also the 7th house. Okay, I also said that this retrograde of Pluto retrograde ends in Libra season, the Alpha and the Omega, right? You got 777. Good luck. Commitment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, divine intervention. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You come out winning from everything that may come your way. It is also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. Who am I reading for? This is for the air signs. I've already done Fire and Earth. If you missed that, you can go over to YouTube. Right? So what is it saying? Air. Airs to hold space, right? To verbalize, to push the winds of change. Aquarius, age of Aquarius, right? What does Aquarius symbolize, right? It is the water bearer. It is pouring from the divine to the 3D and back and forth, back, forth and forth, right? This is a time of healing, and I feel like my what's good, official Venus? I feel like I did Earth already, honey. You might want to get to YouTube. I feel like it's not time for air signs. Sometimes air doesn't want to be in situations that, what's good, Brianna, that feels like they challenge the system, right? They want everybody, can't we all just get along, right? But we need your breath. We need your ability to blow, to share, to pollinate, Gemini. You see? This is about standing in authenticity and what is in truth, in the light and love. What's good, Jennifer LaRoe? Okay, really important shit right now. And you may think, well, what does that have to do? Love, 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 Empress. Thank you. I will stick around for the blessing of the energies. Thank you, my love. I feel like we are being tested. Okay, I'm an air moon. I'm a Libra moon. There may be times where we don't want to rock the boat, right? But we're going to have to stand in our authenticity because that is love. Okay. I also am getting, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. The griot or the the scribe, the one that keeps the story for time and continuum. Right? You're here to bear witness, air signs, not just to be silent, but to tell the story about how the Alpha and Omega, love is the beginning and the end. It's the complete. And no longer are we tolerating. I have not done water. We're no longer tolerating that. Okay? Now I'm going to clarify these for you, but I really want to make that clear. Spirit is really on one today. Okay? They're talking about fire, you know, using the Alpha and the Omega with the frequency of love and holding that. And then they're telling earth signs to plant the seed of love. And they're telling air signs to be vocal and spread the message of love. Let's clarify. Thank you. I'm on your YouTube channel. Oh, thank you, my love. Strength, right? With the Hermit. Sometimes air signs, y'all like to, you know, listen, I said I have a Libra moon. Y'all like to, you know, be in the collective, in the who's and the bee's knees, and right? But you might have to stand alone because you might have to, you know, go buck the system against some unpopular shit, right? Because what's right is right, right? What's right is right, right? Then you have the Fool with the Lovers in reverse, right? Now the Lovers is Gemini's card, right? But you could, you know, be aligning yourself with, you know, let's say people who aren't, you know, you could be sharing the wrong message, right? Pollinating, spreading the message, right? Lovers, which is Gemini, is ruled by Mercury, right? You could be spreading the wrong message, or in your silence letting the wrong message be spread, and we're no longer in that season, right? Where we're being, you know, you might have to go out on your own. You might have to leave some fucking relationships, okay? And that may be hard, and you might not lose them, but that could be the catalyst for them recognizing that change is necessary, and it could be uncomfortable for you, air signs. Okay, you got the Eight of Wands here. Spirit, why? Eight of Wands with the Two of Wands. Okay, as you're hearing all of this shit around you, toxic messages and stuff, you're going to Two of Wands. You're going to have to make a decision. Now, I want to show you something. I'm going to show each camera individually. Look at this card and look at how they're all like around, okay? And there's this one gentleman with a knife here, and it looks like they're all riled up. Do you see it? Right? So the collective is being manipulated in the frequency of hate and separation. And if you are a silent, this is why Spirit said air, you guys are going to be like the scribe or the griot, right? Your silence is complicity. Because nobody does it better, right? The air signs are the orators. Okay? Eight of Cups, Spirit, why? Look at that. Eight of Cups coming out cross, because I don't know if I go out there, I might be on my own, and the Ten of Cups, and they won't love me. They might not, right? Nine of Wands, but you'll be upholding systems that you're not really in alignment with. Nine of Cups. Gonna have to be true to yourself. Six of Pentacles. Are these systems really serving the collective and you? Are they serving both parties? Is there an air of equality there? All right, these collaborations, or we just doing the same shit over and over again. Okay, so you got the Knight of Wands here. Spirit, why is the Knight of Wands here for my air signs, please? Right, because there's going to be some kind of event with some young people. I feel like there's a young protester who is unarmed. You see, he's got a plunger and a pot as a hat. Okay? And I feel like someone gets unalived. And I feel like there's a maternal figure. But I feel like her cries or her pleas or something, okay, is an activation again of the feminine, of the feminine. Okay, Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. And there's like some kind of truth that is comes to light from this. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles, and how something isn't working. Okay, and the Eight of Wands, and it goes global. And I feel like the air signs, you're going to see this in your personal life as well. But you're also going to see it in the collective. And it's like how you voice your opposition or how you stay silent in the face of some kind of tragedy or some type of, what's the word, Spirit? How you face some type of situation that is the unraveling of the highest frequency of love determines where you are in this situation. This is for the next 6 months. Okay. Now you got the Page of Cups here, Spirit. Why? Page of Cups comes out with the Six of Swords. You may try to water or to assist the seeds planted by Earth. And remember, it comes to an end in Libra season, right? And I said we're going to see the fruition of, all of this. And we are going to go to calmer waters, but are you going to be good with the role you played? Stand up. The world. We are the world. We are the children. Six of Swords. With Aquarius, the star. With the Alpha and the Omega. With the fact that the Divine Mother has accepted that part of this journey is to start and end with love, and that there will be some that cannot be, changed. And her goal is to crack open the Knight of Cups, the young masculine energy. I didn't say male or female. Okay? So that we can get more in touch with what it is we truly feel for real equality. Six of Pentacles. As I stated before, I'm going to get you guys a closing card, and then we're going to go into water. I just heard, seems like you're ready to go all the way, all the way. So you might have been trying to, whisper. I don't agree with that, right? but it's getting to the point where you're going to have to say it with your chest. All right. Spirit, show me. And when you do, you just better be sure that you're in that alpha omega love frequency. Okay? Look, toil and labor, it may be hard. It may feel like a big weight to carry. But there's judgment, adjudication, right? Remember, thank you, Spirit. Venus in Taurus is growing, is planting the seeds, the Empress, right? Venus in Libra is the scales of justice. So it's like those involuntary pushback they have from now to October to get it together. And their inner child wounds. Okay? Because it's going to cause bad health. Listen, my cards never lie. Okay? So male or female, this is about, are you operating in the alpha and omega frequency of love, which is feminine? And if that alone triggers you, then you already know there's something wrong. Okay? That's what I have for my air signs. Get ready to be the bullhorn for the call of justice. Okay? That's what I have for you guys. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, pull up. I got nauseous right now. Water signs, there's something that is unsettling to you, and it has something to do with your solar plexus. You're welcome. Project Execute. Air signs, y'all got a big job on you. Can you show me what Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio need to know right now? Can you show me, please, what they need to know? Soul retrieval. And it says deep soul healing with the goddess. So you're being cleansed. I find a lot better after cleaning the house this weekend and resting. Yeah. Yep. Soul retrieval, deep. See, there's a healing. Okay, so that would explain, Maritza, because you're also nesting. Okay, so it's as above, so below. So you're healing an environment around you. Okay, you also have mother of life. Okay, I heard love of my life, you are my friend, love of my life, right? Mother of life, okay? Nourishment of the golden grain mother, right? And also, what's good, Rebecca? Remember that the Queen of Cups, she does represent the mother, right? And then you have here the dark mysteries, enter the chamber of the dark goddess, okay? And that came out crossed. Okay. And then I see here, past life, present power, the many spiritual faces of you. Listen. So this dark mysteries, and the alpha and omega. In the wild. Right? And an animal gives birth to a litter, let's say, like with dogs, right? And if one is sick, she fears that the others will be contaminated. So she's going to do one of two things. She's either going to separate that pup and stop feeding it, or she may actually kill it. Because it's not that she's not loving that one puppy. It's that she has the brood to consider, the collective. Okay? That's the darker side of the maternal energy. The sacrifices that are made, right? Past life, present power, the many spiritual faces of you. We are not one. We experience this timeline in a linear fashion. You're born, you live, you die, right? But that's not really how the universe works. So in the feminine, right, or in the mother, right, there is a total recall. It's called mitochondrial DNA. Okay? And in that is the Akashic records. Okay? So it's like we are stepping into what some may consider a new version of ourselves, okay? But it's not. It's just a version of ourselves that this timeline may not have seen, okay? Past life, present power. Temple of Lapis Lazuli, right? Goddess of the ancient skies. This feels like a alignment. Okay, about when we may have to, you know, we want to be in love and light, right? But sometimes we have to go into the belly, right? Sometimes we got to go in the belly, right? Let's get you guys an angel number. Okay, so think of this as the Divine Mother looking at this season or this retrograde as her parsing out what can be salvaged. So that when we go into Scorpio season, which represents the death card, we are cutting away that which no longer serves us with a clear sword, without remorse, because the Alpha and Omega understands that it's still done in love for the balance, okay? You got 1551, and it says, hold your vision, manifestation, abundance, money dreams, vision, and prosperity. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It is time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. You have such a beautiful and courageous, brave spirit, okay? So it feels like water signs are in some way carrying a load or pushing the currency, the frequency, right? And like I said, the Alpha and Omega, trying to do it in a positive way by Libra season, trying to convince as many of us to allow the frequency of love to be the Alpha and Omega. Why? Because come November, boo-boo, 2121, right? It says energy levels, prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, and the opposite sex, right? Because some things are going to have to change, right? That day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you, right? I'm telling you. The sword of justice will swing. 10-10, like 10-10 wins, right? And it says, it's up to you. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. I said this from the very beginning. Unconditional love, the alpha and omega. It starts with love. It ends with love, right? And it says, it's time to put these long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as a brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. And this is all of us coming into alignment with like-minded individuals by November. Let's get y'all some tarot. Spirit, can you show me what is it that my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio need to know right now, please? Water signs. Show me. Ace of Pentacles. Alignment, yep. You have here the Empress coming out crossed, Judgment coming out crossed, the Nine of Pentacles coming out crossed, the Hierophant, Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Let's get into it. I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is the seed, and I feel like water signs, you water the seeds that Earth has planted, right? And the waters represents love, the emotion, the feminine energy, the feminine that feeds and grows all things. Ace of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles, and the desire that the feminine wants, or the desire that the water signs wants to keep balance, right, between the masculine and feminine, and the Three of Pentacles and the collaboration. A lot of the water signs could be trying to heal a relationship within and without. Okay, now the Empress is coming out here cross, which means that she's a little insecure. Okay, and the Knight of Swords, you could be very concerned, water signs, that somebody won't abide by your vision. You could be very concerned that in you holding the frequency of love, that somebody's going to try to stab you in the back. Right? Two of Pentacles. But if they betray you, is that more about them or you? Temperance, right? Healing. Five of Cups, right? Are you staying in situations that you know are not for you, and saying to yourself, it's because I am trying to heal them, but really it's more about you being like uncomfortable with doing something on your own. Okay, you have the Judgment card here, which is the Scorpio card. Spirit, can you show me why is this Judgment card here? You got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this can be like family, generational wealth, and legacy. With the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, this can be like there's an opportunity, There could be somebody who says that they are assisting you, but they use finances or something to control you. Okay, Death card, Scorpio again, right? With the Four of Wands. Like, is it for the brood? Is it for you? Is it that you're afraid to be without this person? All right. This also can affect your throat chakra, right? So as above, so below. We've been talking all this reading about how this is showing up in our personal lives, but how it's showing up in the collective as well, right? There could be fear, water signs, to express how you feel, because you may feel like it can affect your independence with the Nine of Pentacles here. Spirit, why? Coming out cross. Spirit, why? With the Eight of Swords, overthinking the outcomes, okay, and what comes to an end, and then what happens then, right? And heartbreak, right? And the Chariot. The only thing that's going to happen then is that you're going to move forward to something that's more in alignment with you. Sometimes we stay at the table with the devil because we're concerned that when's our next plate coming? How long will I have to travel before something is to sustain me? But do you understand that at that, what you're getting served on that plate is toxic? Hierophant with the Nine of Pentacles. And those of you that are in functioning relationships, do you understand that you can have, like you can be in a marriage and yet have boundaries, or have some sovereignty, and that it's okay to express what type of relationships you're looking for. Okay. Or what, Hierophant can also be like morality, right? Like what you want to align yourself to, right? And then you have the Four of Pentacles here. Spirit, why is the Four of Pentacles here, please? With the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is very magnetic. So what are you magnetizing to you? Four of Pentacles. Is it that because you're afraid to vocalize something and you're holding back, then you're also holding back those same blessings that you're trying to magnify, right? Or conversely, are you holding on to something that is limiting you from bringing in that which you are magnetizing to yourself, that which you are manifesting? Are you limiting it by trying to hold on to something that really no longer aligns with you? Eight of Pentacles, Spirit, why? With the Magician. And Temperance. I feel like this Eight of Pentacles and the Magician is talking about you, and you recognizing the power that you hold in your frequency of love as to what grows and what you drown out. You ever drowned out a plant? It dies too, right? Temperance, and whether the water is used for healing or washing away. And both things are needed at times. Two of Pentacles, and it's okay that sometimes you have to make that choice. Okay, let's get you a final card. The Gift. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Okay, at the bottom is Great Fortune. So sometimes we're being set free from something, and it doesn't necessarily feels like that. It could feel like judgment at times, okay, with adjudication. But later we recognize that all along it was aligning us for a higher purpose, okay? Now, if you're afraid to step into that, come that Scorpio season, it's going to feel like imprisonment. All right? So there's some choices right now, and how you respond to the messages of concern, and how you align yourself with others, friend, family, or lovers. Okay? And are you aligning yourself with happiness and love, or are you aligning yourself with, despair and misery? And what are you pouring over that which you're growing? Okay? So that's what I have for you guys. I feel like these last 6 months of this Pluto retrograde, this transit is going to be very powerful. Thank you for the gifts, Maine, right? It's very powerful, and we have to pay attention to how we are showing up, because the Alpha and the Omega is here making some determination about what she's doing with her children and what she is going to foster growth, and where she feels cords need to be cut. All right. That's what I have for you guys. I'd just like to say thank you to my returning subscribers for coming through and spending a little time with me. And if you're a new viewer and you felt that I resonated with you, please like and subscribe. Okay. I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings. Bye, guys. Bye, my loves.